The space signal no one could explain. On August 15, 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio, USA, picked up a strange signal from space. It lasted 72 seconds and was so strong and clean that astronomer Jerry Emmons circled the data and simply wrote, "Wow." Since then, it's been called the WOW signal. What was it? No one knows. It wasn't a satellite, not interference, not a glitch. The signal came from a part of the sky where there was nothing. No stars, no planets, no probes. And it never repeated. Not once. Scientists tried to detect it again, only silence. Some say it was a rare natural event. Others believe it may have been a message from an alien civilization. But whatever it was, for one brief moment, someone might have actually tried to talk to us. The daytime nearly paused. In 1972, at the very end of December, humanity stopped time for the first time ever. And it's not a metaphor. Until then, clocks followed the Earth's rotation. But scientists discovered something strange: Earth doesn't rotate perfectly. Sometimes it slows down. Sometimes it speeds up. Atomic clocks, however, are more precise than the planet itself. So they invented a fix, the leap second. On December 31, 1972, all clocks around the world added one extra second. A second that didn't belong to the past or the future. It just was. For a brief moment, the world stepped outside of time. Since then, 27 more leap seconds have been added. But that first one remains the most symbolic. The moment humanity dared to control even a second of eternity. The woman with the gray shawl. She always stood by the window. A house on the outskirts of York, 1874. The neighbors knew her only as the lady in the gray shawl. Her name was Elizabeth Crowell, the widow of an apothecary. Her husband had died under strange circumstances. He was found in the river. A pocket watch clutched in his hand. But the hands didn't mark the time. They pointed to a date, March 7th. Ever since that day, every year, Elizabeth would go outside and wait. She never spoke to anyone. She simply stared down the road, as if expecting someone who was long gone. One day, a young photographer came to her door, documenting the townspeople. He asked, "May I take your portrait?" She nodded. When he developed the photo, he noticed something strange. Behind her stood the shadow of a man. Faint, blurred, as if from another time. She looked at the photograph. And for the first time in years, she smiled. The next day, Elizabeth vanished. Her room was in perfect order. The shawl rested on the chair. The photo sat in a frame. And beneath it, a note. "Now we are together." He remembered the date. Scroll to this day, that very photo is kept in the city archive. They say if you look at it long enough, you can see her slowly turning her head, as if she's hearing footsteps on the road once more.
The 27 Club, Legends, Fates, and Secrets Taken Too Soon. Among the many tales from the world of show business, one stands out for its haunting mystery and eerie pattern, the story of the 27 Club. It's an unofficial name for a group of iconic musicians, actors, and performers who died at the age of 27. Too young to leave, but already immortal in their influence. The origin of the myth. While young celebrities had tragically passed away before, the 27 Club myth began to take shape in the early 1970s when Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Jim Morrison, three titans of rock, died within a short span of time. All three were 27 years old. The coincidences shocked the world. In 1994, Kurt Cobain, the voice of a generation and frontman of Nirvana, joined the list, solidifying the eerie aura surrounding the number. But it was the death of Amy Winehouse in 2011 that made the term 27 Club widely known. Battling addiction and inner demons, she passed away suddenly. Just as it seemed she was turning a corner. The media reignited the conversation about the so-called curse. Coincidence or curse? Psychologists suggest that 27 is a critical age for those who achieve fame early. By that time, pressure builds, success isolates, and mental health deteriorates. Add addiction, depression, and a life under constant scrutiny, and the result is explosive. Some call it coincidence. Others believe it's a curse or even a symbolic number with karmic significance. Conspiracy theories range from secret societies to demonic pacts, all fueled by the tragedy of lost genius. What can we learn? The 27 Club isn't just about tragic deaths, it's about the fragility of brilliance. These individuals weren't just artists, they felt the world differently. Their pain, joy, and strength.
September 8, 1941. The siege of Leningrad began, the longest and most destructive siege in history. 2.5 million people were trapped between the enemy and starvation. In the winter of 1941-42, people survived on 125 grams of bread per day. Yet the city refused to surrender. Workers kept producing weapons, musicians performed concerts, and children attended school despite the bombings. The only lifeline was the ice road across Lake Ladoga. It was used to evacuate children and deliver food. Even when bombs shattered the ice, convoys kept moving. On January 27, 1944, the siege was broken. But the memory of those 900 days will forever remain in history as a symbol of unbreakable will to live. 1941, Nazi Germany is confident of a quick victory. But on the battlefields appears a tank that will turn all plans upside down, the Soviet T-34. Its secret to success? Simplicity, reliability, and a powerful 76mm gun. The T-34 could overcome any obstacle, and its sloped armor made it nearly invulnerable to German shells. In the Battle of Moscow, the T-34 halted the German advance. In Stalingrad, they became a nightmare for the Wehrmacht. And in the Battle of Kursk, the decisive factor in victory, over the years of war, more than 58,000 T-34s were produced. It became a symbol of Soviet victory and one of the most famous tanks in history.